For Nigeria's democracy to be beneficial to the citizens, political parties must be reorganized along ideological path and a party owned by the people. This was part of the discussion at the 2018 Political Parties Discussion Series by the Center for Democracy and Development. It is the first discussion in the series by the Center for Democracy and Development in 2018, and stakeholders in the political arena are here to discuss how to achieve political participation and grow democracy. Speakers at the discussion agreed that political parties need to do more to educate voters about their ideology and encourage participation of majority in decision-making process by parties.
Most of the parties are not democratic. They are owned by individuals. Membership is bought, is transactional. You even when you say you are a member of the party, you have registered. You are really not a member of the party. You register, and some people actually contract you to become members, and they control your votes and everything you do within the party.
Forums such as this are important and necessary so that we are able to get feedback from the people on our policies. We're able to better understand how we're perceived by the Nigerian people, and if there are any areas where we need to make adjustments or modifications or changes, then we can do so.
There is still a lot to be done with internal democracy, and I think from the public response, they still have to address that. The process of bringing out elections, there seems to be some disagreements, and part of the things that is affecting that democracy is the level of contributions or control of the political parties by some so-called bigwigs, which I think that should be allowed, other people should be allowed to have a say in the process. As we could see from the other lady's revelation, a lot needs to be done to throw it up in the open for people, particularly making the processes of registering it for membership accessible.
The issue of funding of election was also discussed. Speakers here want INEC to monitor the funds spent by politicians during elections.
The Commission has put in place a lot of measures that will help in monitoring campaign finance. But the rollout of the monitoring starts from when the period for campaign starts. The Electoral Act is very clear as to the things you bring in monitoring campaign finance. And it says that you start calculating the cost a party is spending or a candidate on election from the day the Commission declares that campaign should start. Presently, our officers in the field have been trained preparatory to the exercise. Political parties themselves have equally been trained by INEC, and we are still doing that.
In any community, in any state, in any town, in any village, in this whole country, you must have traders, you must have markets. And so going by our numerical strength, we know that we have a very large role to play in the election process. And that is why we are trying to resensitize our members on the need to get their permanent voters card in readiness for the election.
The Center for Democracy and Development is a non-governmental organization with a drive for political education, entrenching democratic principles, transparency, and accountability. The center organizes regular discussion for political parties and other stakeholders in the polity.